Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to the Forged 20 podcast. I am your host and game master, Zach Coldiron. I'm happy to announce that we finally have our first sponsor of the show. And that sponsor would be The Last Waltz Media, your go-to podcast that covers all things dirt track racing. I want to give a special shout out to Donnie. He's been a longtime supporter of the Forge 20 podcast, and I couldn't do this without people like him being in my life. So please give them a follow on their Facebook page. Go listen to their podcast, The Last Waltz Media, on Spotify. The first couple of episodes are available there. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the next episode of Tales of Lodrienth. So last stream kind of ended all fucked up because my power went out in the middle of the stream. So if you weren't there, you missed a lot. So just to give a little recap so you know what happened. The group collectively had a vision. In this vision they saw that Loyd was slaying goblins. And after he was slaying these goblins, everything transitioned with this kind of weird looking arcane force or some sort of arcane magic to some point in the future where they see a hooded figure descending from the sky and raising the corpses of the goblins that Loyd killed and using them for what purpose, they don't know, but this figure turned to the party because the party were like there ethereally. And it seemed potentially that this figure may have felt or noticed their presence watching them, but never physically saw them. And this gave the party the idea to head to the Goblin Camp that Loyd did a job for Lord Itzal a long time ago. And now they're headed there. And as they were headed there, they were ambushed by a gang of goblins. And after a long, grueling battle, they stood tall. Now they find themselves in the middle of the Kingdom of Elcor, about 1.5 miles outside the city of Polaria. With that being said, guys, at this point, you guys are kind of recollecting yourselves from your prior battle. Did you guys take a long or a short rest after this battle?
We were definitely taking a rest.
Okay. So you guys can choose whether you want to do a long rest or a short rest this time.
Well, we have to get to the Goblin Camp, so I think we're gonna probably do...
Let me take a look at my stats real quick to make sure.
For our caster here to let us know.
I could have swore we did take a rest when we ended the session.
A long one?
No.
I thought we took a long rest.
We had just come back from a long rest when we started the session.
That is correct.
We were taking a short rest because we took a short rest.
Yeah, I already took my short rest.
We were not that banged up, and we hadn't used that many. I was the only one who had used anything.
Okay.
So
it's the middle of the day, a little later than high noon. You can feel the slight breeze in the wind touching your skin, each and every one of you. The day's yours to conquer, so I'm assuming you guys are going to continue down to the Goblin Camp, unless there's anything else that you guys would like to do before then.
No, I think we were just going to go there. We did have the vision, right? That was last
That was last session. That's how we
I can't see
opened up last
what
session.
map we're on, if we're on a map.
I can see it.
I have black screen. I've reloaded the screen and everything. I've also refreshed the page. There we go. Now I can see. Thank you, sire.
That's weird.
All right. So as you all continue down, you eventually reach the outskirts of this goblin camp, and what you see is a bunch of poorly constructed fencing bordering this goblin camp, and you can see that there's abandoned crates and supplies. Not much is left, and what there is left of, you can smell the scent of rotting fruits and vegetables, coming from just off to your right when you enter the camp. The fruit flies are flying a mass, kind of hoarding around this. You can see that the construction of the many tents in this camp is also starting to fall apart, and you can see there's a river kind of flowing around on the other side, and smack dab in the middle is a campfire that looks like it's not been lit in quite some time. There are currently no corpses around. This seemingly has been abandoned for quite some time. However, it is open for you guys to explore.
All right.
Can I perform a history check to compare the scene before me to the scene in my dreams?
Yeah, you can. 1 second. Jesus fuck. Okay, roll me a history check. An 8. With an 8, this looks very similar to what you saw in your dream. Minus all the goblin carcasses, but it looks pretty accurate to the vision that you saw. Okay, 1 second. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but did you hear anything that I said at all, Moros?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I pulled on a cord, so I need to stop moving.
Ooh.
Moros, you see the same thing that you saw in your vision, minus the goblin corpses that were, plastered all over the place. But it looks exactly the same, just how you saw it.
Okay. That works for me. I'm just doing one of those little kids' picture games where it's like the difference between this picture with SpongeBob and this picture with SpongeBob, and the difference is the tie or some shit. But that's all I do. I do the history check, and I'm just observing, following, walking around.
Do we see any bodies as we approach? Because this is supposed to be the Goblin Camp they killed and cleared out. Or that Loyd killed and cleared out, right?
Correct.
He said there were no bodies.
There are no bodies.
Loyd, did you burn them before you left?
No. Nah.
Did you bury them?
After me and my party had killed these things, I left the scene. I let them take care of it.
And that necromancer fellow, he didn't happen to be part of that party, was he?
Definitely not.
Can I get, with my arcane knowledge, just try to feel if I can sense any, necromantic magics?
You certainly can. Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm not even proficient in Arcana. Never mind. I thought I was. I am not.
I would. Okay, wait. I can do something like that. I use Divine Sense, As an action, I can detect good and evil. Until the end of my next turn, I can sense anything affected by a spell or the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet. Now, that's not exactly going to cover everything in the scenario, but that's kind of helpful, I think. Necromancy and things like that, I think, might be considered evil. So I'm going to go ahead and do that thing for the area around me.
Okay, so within 60 feet of you?
Si, senor. I'm just going to cast that for my turn while I'm walking around the camp. Hell, I'll cast it like while I'm right here, right by the fire.
Just because I like your creativity for this. You feel the sense of a very faint aura of magic coming from right over here.
Where? I'm sorry?
Right over here, by the riverside.
Okay. So Moros is going. I'll describe what he did. Moros walked to the center of the camp by the now obviously not lit campfire. It's been out for a while.
Can I tell you something
Moros.
really quick? Stop. You sense something. There's an undead within 60 feet from you.
Where is it? I can tell where it is.
It's coming from Korus.
Oh! That. Okay. I gotta have a second because I gotta figure how to approach this as Moros Omenborn right now. How would Moros Omenborn approach the situation? Because he's like. So I'll describe what he's doing before I say what he does after. He's walking up to the center of the camp, and while the rest of them are looking around, Moros just kneels down to the ground, and he takes off his gauntlet. And as he takes off his gauntlet, his bare skin touches the earth beneath him. He closes his eyes, opens them again, and this sort of like pulse goes out, like a vibration from beneath him. And it allows him to detect good, evil, undead, celestials, fiends. And he gets the sense of that necromantic energy to the northwest of him. But he feels a much larger presence behind him, and as that happens, he immediately turns his head around and looks back, and he sees Korus lit up like a Christmas tree. Like the spidey senses are tingling all over that guy. And as this happens, Moros stays stiff. There? He locks eyes with Korus for a moment, though. He doesn't say anything.
Young Moros, you look like you've seen a ghost. He turns around and looks behind him. Are you having another vision? Oh, fuck, Loyd, I think he's having another vision.
Aren't we usually unconscious for these visions?
I mean, we were conscious for the last one, weren't we? I mean, I was.
Is that a lake by us, Zach? I just want to ask that before I start speaking. Is that a lake, a river, or just like a pond to the northwest of me? A river, okay.
Yes.
By the river, there's remnants of whatever magic was used here. Check there.
Really? Yeah. Pretty good at tracking magic. Is that part of your life?
I stare at Korus as he Moros stares like daggers at Korus as he walks by. He's just watching him. He's not following Loyd or Korus. He's watching him.
I'm gonna
staying right there.
As you approach this area, you can feel something very lingering, yet some sort of powerful magic being left behind. And you can see insignias that are embedded into the ground that are glowing a light purple color. And what you see is this. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total circular kind of arcane sigils. And you can tell that these are connected in some sort of way to an even larger sigil. And dividing it is a small stream, or like a very, very small, like puddle
It's
of
like
water in
it's
the
just
ground.
like a trickle of water. Yeah. I'm gonna look at Lloyd. Have you seen this before?
I have not seen this before. I do not know what this is.
I don't know either. Young Moros, come on.
What the
You
hell?
found a magic circle or magic circuit of some kind. Your wild patron stuff hunt might help here. I don't know. I don't know what fancy gods do.
Moros slowly approaches where he was, and Moros is going to take out a piece of scroll, like parchment paper, and he's going to copy the exact image that he sees before him onto said scroll or piece of paper with like a piece of charcoal.
Okay.
He's trying to match it so that way they can reference it later and do research on it later. And while he's doing that, I'd like to perform like a sort of Arcana check. I'm not really... well, actually, wait. I could cast another detect... I could do Divine Sense again, but that's not really going to identify what this is.
I think
Let
it
me see
also
if I got
lasts for a
anything
minute,
else.
doesn't it?
It lasts until the end of my turn.
Okay, so it's only 6
So I
seconds
could
then.
I would just cast it again, but instead I will... Do I have any... I don't have anything that can help with this. I'm just going to roll the Arcana check then, because we already know this is the source of the necromantic evil energy that I feel. That's all it's going to tell me is this is the source. I already know that. So I'm going to go ahead and do Arcana. This is definitely not nature, so... Hey-ya! 18! Oh!
Yeah.
Okay. With an 18, this is actually... there are traces of necromantic magic here, but there's also something that feels so unnatural, alien about this magic. It's not something that you've seen before, but it feels like it has some sort of lingering effect on your subconscious, like it's trying to penetrate in there, but it can't. Ooh, you want to cast Identify? Okay.
Okay, so, quick thing, just real quick. Can I write down in my notes that I have a copy of this rune?
You absolutely can.
What should I label it as? Like Eldritch rune, Necromancy rune?
Yeah,
'Cause I want to make sure that later I can reference this.
Yes.
That I have it for
Mm,
research.
Probably necromancy.
yeah, just put sigils of necromancy or whatever.
Sigil.
Well, after I see him finish copying that down, I'm gonna pull out my axe, I'm gonna raise it over my head, and I'm gonna cut the lines, breaking the chain.
Oh, so you're gonna try to like draw in to break them?
Yeah, I'm gonna write about where it would be here. I'm basically just gonna stab my cleaver down to interrupt these lines that seem to connect them.
You see that when you place it in the ground, it doesn't stop the magical like chains going through the other sigils. It's like nothing changed. Now,
Then I'm gonna slightly drag it this way before you get to that. So that's the last thing I'm doing.
when you cast Identify and you're touching these sigils, you can feel that this is not only necromancy, but you can feel that this is some sort of psychic-based magic as you touch it. Its origins you don't know, and you know that you can't attune to this. It doesn't have any charges. It seems like maybe something was left behind for you to find here. This feels like some sort of like projection in a way.
Oh, wow.
Other than that, though, that's all you learn.
Okay, well, let me give a little visual as to what happened as I'm identifying. I kneel down and I place my hand over the sigil that I'm currently at. And you see arcs of energy flowing through my hand. And through that arc, you almost see a sort of resonance, like a tiny bit of like aura around me.
That's badass.
And that is when I stand up and I'm now looking at my party.
Okay. Moros looks at you in all your glory that you just witnessed. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
You're good. It seems as though there was something left here for us to find. This isn't just necromancy. There's psychic energy coursing through here as well.
Psychic energy. Together, you're saying?
Zach, does this glow resemble the glow that we had seen coming out of the alleyway right before the octopus man disappeared?
Ooh. Good question.
Because it's the
Because you
same
brought this
color.
up, you don't need to even roll for this. It is the absolute same fucking color.
Lloyd, I think this might be related to the octopus man. That hue, that shiny purple hue we saw from around the corner before it vanished, they're the same color. I mean, now I know, a ton of magics have colors in common, but I mean,
It's not
like,
it'd be too much of a coincidence.
yeah, exactly. In the span of a couple days, like that'd be too weird. I mean, I'm used to weird, but like that's even weird for me.
Do you think this is how it's getting out? This is how it's getting in, and
Like it's using these to bamf around places?
yes. Exactly my thoughts.
I don't know, because it was disguised as, I mean, we're assuming it was no, wait, we saw the guy. No, but he had already looked like the thing at the time. Well, we're assuming it was the man who escorted the racist gentleman out last night that killed him and became, or was, that thing. So maybe it can disguise, and this is maybe this was used to turn people into them or something. Maybe it's a sacrifice ritual to summon, like maybe it's a demon that inhabits the body of like an unwilling victim and then takes over them.
We can come up with theories all we want, but let's try to
True.
see where these converge.
Well, they converge right there. As I point to the slightly bigger one at the top.
When the two of you saw the previous crime scene, was there one of these left behind?
No.
No. I mean, I didn't check the alleyway where it had disappeared from. I only seen the light. Because right after that was when, you had your little altercation with the guards captain.
Yes. Maybe when we get back to the town, we can see if the scene of the crime has another one of these.
Lloyd, you said that it felt like this was left here on purpose?
Yeah,
Like
It was left here
for...
on purpose, and I don't know. It was as if it felt as if I was supposed to find it. Sorry, my stutter.
Somebody purposely leaving some kind of clues for us to follow.
Oh no. I don't think there'll be one back in the city.
And
At
even if
least
there was,
not in
I don't.
that area.
What's our next course of action then, gentlemen?
We need to figure out
You said... Oh,
where
sorry,
the
go ahead.
undead went. We need to figure out what that necromancer did with those goblin skeletons. I mean, now goblin skeletons, they ain't too scary now. I mean, they're particularly of most undead beings, some of the weaker bunches.
Allow me a
especially
moment
if they're-
then to check the area. Maybe the
course.
undead got up on their own means and walked away. I can look for tracks.
I'm gonna look at Loyd, and I'm gonna... I feel like this is a trap. I don't... It's too convenient. Like, we get the vision right after the octopus man attacks. We see the necromancer raise the undead here. Didn't he make eye contact with somebody? I can't remember. It's a bit fuzzy. It was only last night, but it feels like it's been weeks.
The two of them are discussing. Moros walks away after he says he can go search for tracks. Zach, I have a question.
I have an answer.
May I, whilst performing this survival check and doing this checking for tracks, may I combine my divine sense, because I'm searching for necromantic energies that are left behind, and I can use that to help my survival check, maybe give me advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. I will take another casting of divine sense off, and I will cast that as I'm searching the camp for tracks for the undead to get up and walk away. Let me go ahead and go to my features. And sorry, you guys can keep talking. I just wanted to do that real quick while you were talking.
No.
20.
You see the faint residues of necromantic magic.
Okay, I'm far enough away.
And I'm gonna make it into it. Oh, not like that. I need thick. There it is. Trailing off up this way upstream.
Okay. I will be over there then. I see the foot tracks, and I get another, obviously, big pulse of undead energy behind me, right?
It's unsettling. It doesn't
Yeah,
sit right
it's
with
like
you.
it's right.
Unnatural.
Yeah. Yeah, while I was buying time earlier, I'm not gonna lie, I looked at the Oath of the Ancients tenets to help me decide what to do from here, so we'll see what happens. So I'm handling this I gotta follow the oath. So I'm just gonna let it ride how it rides. But I spot the tracks, I'm gonna let them finish up their talk, and then I'll jump back in when the time. So
This feels like a trap. It's too neat. It's not. I don't know. It's too perfect.
Even if it is a trap, I believe we have nothing to work off of here.
Yeah. I believe you're right.
So we may have
trap,
to
they left us.
trigger a trap.
If it comes to it, just let me take the lead. If we get in an area and you spot something and you're like, well, our only way forward is through here. Let me, I'm pretty resilient. So if one of us needs to bite a bullet, so to speak, I can take a hit or two.
If you want.
I just think it might be. I mean, you took the brunt with them goblins back there. I think it's the least I could do. I was pretty much untouched for the most part.
I got caught out. Let's be honest, I got caught out. I wasn't expecting that many goblins.
I wasn't either. I was like, oh, it'll be like 3 or 4. Then it turned into fucking 12, and I was like, oh, god damn, what the fuck? I just could not fucking hit them bastards.
They've left us a trail of breadcrumbs. Over here. Moros motions for the two of them to come see.
I'm gonna walk up behind him and step next to him.
Moros kneels down. Now, he can see a clear trail like aura of magic, but he points out on the ground where the aura goes, like he's trailing it with his fingers up towards the stream where Zach has marked. That's where the trail leads. I can take point and lead us to the way, but when we get close, like you said, if you want to be the bait, by all means.
All right, and as he's kneeled down, Korus is gonna put a hand on his shoulder, pat him twice. You did good, kid. Let's go.
As he walks off, sort of, Moros is slow to get up, and he's just he feels sort of disgusting after he touches his shoulder. He's like, I got undead on me, ew. He kind of brushes his shoulder like, oh fuck. Puts his gauntlet back on because he's done using the divine sense, and he starts following the trail. Keeping an eye on Korus the whole fucking time as he's going. Not staring at it, but either I'm walking beside him or he's walking in front of me. Because I'm not letting him walk behind me right now.
This is a really nice
I guess
map.
I'll be beside you then because you're leading the way.
As you guys are going downstream, you can see that the land naturally begins to descend here. You can see that there's waterfalls kind of flowing down the stream. You can see that even a smaller little creek begins to feed into the river. On the other side, you can see there's some trees, some foliage. You don't see or hear anything out of the ordinary for now. But you guys can continue to go downriver, or you can cross this stream here.
Well, I'm in fucking plate armor. I would much rather not have to cross the moving body of water that I could easily sink in.
Okay.
Or is that?
It's up to them. If they can get me across without me fucking sinking to the bottom, sure. But I'm wearing plate mail right now, so.
Where does the magic lead us? Or where does the smell lead us?
Where's the fucking trail go, my man?
So you see...
Which way does the trail continue?
Yes, it descends down this way. I will go ahead and draw. You can see that it descends down this way, and then it's cut off right here at the cliff edge. So you assume they may have probably climbed down.
Yeah, we will go to the cliff edge then. That's where I will go. That's Korus. Whoops, wrong character.
As you proceed...
I go to the cliff edge.
Towards the cliff edge, what you see emerge from the brushery on the other side is a large beast. What you see is a cross between a giant owl and a bear, and it's walking on all fours towards the stream.
Oh shit, it's an owl bear. Now.
It's not noticed you yet. All it does is
Moros puts his hands out.
Dip its head into the stream and starts to drink water.
Now, these things
Moros
are natural to this area. They're beautiful creatures, but highly aggressive if you enter their territory. As long as we stay on this side, we should be okay.
I'm going to speak with the creature.
That's a bad idea.
And you know more about animals than a paladin who speaks with them for a living.
I mean,
I've
you can speak
encountered
to
owl
it,
bears before.
but that one has a kid.
You now see a smaller baby owlbear, and you can see the owlbear mother takes a fish from the river and feeds it to her child.
Also, owlbears don't particularly like us humanoid folk too much.
Once again, I've dealt with owl bears before and spoken with them.
Premise of being tortured by wizards. If you want to take a crack at it, you can try. I'm just gonna stand real far over here now. And I'm gonna hide.
Stealth check.
15.
What do you think, Loyd? Before I potentially put us all in danger, I'm just going to ask them if they've seen any undead in these parts of the woods. But if you don't think we should ask, then we will continue. We will wait for them to leave.
Well, we have nothing to go off by, as I said earlier. I think we need to take any leads we can. Any leads, any chances.
All I ask is if the owlbear gets aggressive and she attempts to cross the water, we leave. I don't want to kill her. I don't want a conflict. I merely want to ask her a few questions. Alright, I'm going to hop down the cliff's edge. And I'm going
down
to
there as well.
approach the water's edge.
I'll stay
Weapons put away. Hands very obviously where you can see them. Out in a open palm gesture. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
As you hop down, you notice that the owlbear mother immediately recognizes your presence with the loud clinking and clanking of your armor, and it tilts its head and it kind of squints its eyes at you as you cast Speak with Animals. So when you cast this spell, what does it look like?
So for what happens to Moros is his eyes begin to grow that ephemeral fade green, and then whenever he opens his mouth, you see a sort of like magical aura projecting from it. You can still hear his words as if they're in English, and his lips are moving as if they're in English, or common rather, but what the owlbear hears is her language and in her tongue, and in turn around Moros's ears is that same magical aura, so whatever he's hearing is then interpreted into his language. It's all like a green, misty, fey-like stuff that matches the same color as his eyes. Begins casting, keeping his hands out. Very calmly, he introduces himself. Greetings. I am Moros Omenborn, a paladin of the Oath of the Wild Hunt. I mean you and your child no harm. We are here because there is unnatural life in these parts, in your territory. Undead have been seen. I'm here to take care of it. Have you seen anything unnatural in your woods recently? Perhaps a pack of undead goblins, or goblins that seem to be living. Or maybe a tendrilled beast.
So you can go ahead, you can roll me a persuasion or an animal handling check. That's your choice.
Let me check my Speak with Animals, what that says. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do... I'm gonna do... Animal handling. 14.
You see that the owlbear, it's kind of like now taking a step in front of its child. You can tell that it's being very defensive of its child, as a mother naturally would. And it speaks back to you.
Yes. An army of goblins was marching down the river, crossing this stream here and continuing northward to the giant hole.
Giant hole, you say?
Very
North
big
of here?
hole. Yes.
Was there anyone else with these goblins, potentially a leader, that you noticed?
Human man in robe. human-looking man. Wear mask. No see face.
Moros takes a moment. He keeps his hands out, palms open. He looks to the owlbear cub, and then to the mother. Sweet mother, I would advise thee, as a paladin of the hunt, that at your soonest convenience, you and your cub relocate to a more safe location. That army of goblins could grow in size, and may become aggressive. If you know what undead and necromancy is, it works with any form of living flesh. You and your cub could be in danger. I advise you to move. I and my companions that are traveling these woods with me are going to continue moving north to the hole. If we can deal with the goblins, we will deal with them. But either way, I recommend you leave this area. Maybe potentially move further south. Thank you for all of your help. And Moros bows very respectfully.
You see the owlbear mother lower her head as if she's returning the bow to you.
This is bad. This is terrifying.
You see they go back to minding
Moros
their own
then
business.
turns towards where his allies should be, because they're hiding or whatever. He doesn't say anything. He just kind of nods his head towards where he's walking, which is going to be further down the river to go north. And then once we're out of earshot of the owlbear and the cub, that's when he'll tell them what's going on.
It is. I have fought too many owlbear in my days to be getting close to that thing.
Well, it's a good thing we did speak with it. It gave us another lead.
Oh no. You
Loyd.
are a psychopath.
Those goblins that were slain in the camp, they've been taken north of here. The owlbear mother, she spoke of a giant hole in the ground. She said not a small group of goblins, but rather that looks like a small army went going towards that hole. And a human man or humanoid-looking man with robes was leading them. So we have a small army of goblins, a necromancer with psychic connections leading them, and they're all going to a hole north of where we are currently. I'm taking us there. If you have any objections, now's the time. He looks at both of you.
No, I believe we should at least scout it.
I'm in agreement.
No.
We must see what's going on.
I mean,
And you,
sounds
Korus.
good to me. I mean, that's fine by me. Just, like I said, stay hidden.
Very well. As we continue walking, because we're going to obviously continue now that conversation's finished up, I'm going to do a quick thing real quick. I'm going to use one of my features and traits to get that. I used a spell slot to cast Speak with Animals, but to get that spell slot back, I'm actually going to go to my features, and I'm going to activate my my Harness Divine Power. I can expend a Channel Divinity to fuel spells or whatever, and so I get my my spell slot back.
Nice.
Yeah. Other than that, that's it. We continue walking north, following the trail to the hole.
Right.
Yeah. Do we want to cross now?
Moros is going to go to where it's like right here. He's taking them right exactly the exact trail. Is this like shallow walking depth water here, Zach?
It would probably, on you, go up to about your chest. You'd have to submerge yourself a bit.
Oh, shit. I'd have to fucking use two.
Well, I am heavy, so the good news is my feet will be on the ground, and I'll just have to trudge through the water. So I'll just be slow. Because it shouldn't be a worry about moving, because I'll be too fucking heavy. As long as my feet can hit the ground, my head's above the water, I'm okay. So I can walk this bitch.
How tall is Moros?
I am
So
6'6".
Accurate. You're 6'6". Okay.
With horns
Korus is
included,
like-
6'10".
Korus. Okay, if we're including horns, then Korus is like 8'9". Without it, he's like 8'3" though. So probably about up to his midsection waist.
Oh, it's Loyd.
I am of average height.
Well, we're going to be walking, and Moros will be, like, shoulders up as out of the water. He looks like a guy going through Vietnam with the fucking sword over his shoulders. Fucking Korus is just walking. It's nothing. He's just wading through the kiddie pool. And then we see bubbles wherever Loyd is. Just coming up from beneath the surface, or the top. We see the top of his head.
I could swim. I'm not wearing heavy armor.
Oh yeah, you've got leather armor on. Okay, well, yeah, we'll cross. So whatever you want us to do, Zach, for that. I'm just gonna walk across that bit.
Yeah, you guys
I'm
can just
just
walk
walking.
across, and you're following, I'm assuming, this path that, this necromantic magic is being followed to.
Do you need to hold on to me, Loyd, for this next bit?
We gotta figure out. We have to figure out if our friend here, Moros, can even make it across.
It's not that bad. He's only up to his chest.
Is it the same depth across the larger river?
That is correct.
Okay, yeah, then I just wade across that bitch. I do the Vietnam swamp walk, and I've got my great swords above my head. I'm walking with them. I don't want these things to get fucking rusted.
Isn't one of them made of bone?
This is my sword. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
He sounds alright. He's lost it already.
Without my sword,
All right.
I am nothing. Without me, my sword is nothing. He's saying as he's walking across. He's like repeating like tenets to himself as he's walking across the water.
Alright, Loyd, climb on up. You can hold on
Oh
to my
god, the
horns for
necromancy's made him lose his
added
mind.
grip.
I'll just hold on to your shoulder.
Alright, that works too. And I'm gonna help wade him across. So he doesn't have to fight the waves as much.
So we make our way across.
As you guys wade across the river, you eventually get to the other side where you meet a 15-foot tall cliff edge that will take you further north, and you can tell that the goblins have been here because you see a rope hanging from where they were walking, hanging down from the cliff edge.
All right.
Wait, hold on. We might actually just be able to base boost if that rope's. I don't trust a rope made by goblins.
I can try to use it.
Yeah, you test it.
Here. I'm gonna get down on one knee in front of Moros. I'm gonna make a little basket with my hands. All right.
I'm going with it. I step onto the basket made out of hands.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna lift at the same time.
And as he's
As
lifting, I'm
standing
gonna
up.
use the motion to jump up and lift myself up to the edge.
Yep,
And
and
crawl on
Not
top.
that far because you're
It's
almost 7 feet tall. I'm 8 feet tall.
you
Is that
grab
all
with
right?
no problem.
Climb up there, and then I reach down with my hand to lift Korus up to the edge.
Surprisingly
I can
easy,
do this.
actually.
I can do this.
Very light.
Oh,
You-
wait a second. Yeah, you're very light. I forget the
Yeah.
other part that I realized earlier. Yeah, I reached down with my hand, expecting something really fucking heavy, and I'm surprised how easy I lift you. And there's like a moment of like, oh yeah, I forget. Yeah.
It's all cloak and cloak. I know. I'm very skinny.
Moros lifts you. You can see the look of confusion on his face. Deceptively light for a minotaur. He keeps
I'm
his hand
very
down for
skinny.
Loyd as he's climbing up the rope.
You watch as Korus
He might
pulls
already
off
be
his
up here.
glove, and you just see a very gaunt hand looks healthy. The skin's all there. But he's just a really skinny man.
I'm gonna do a medicine
He
check
puts
on
the glove
that.
back on.
I'm kidding.
It looks very normal. He's just skinny.
Did Lloyd make it up? Okay, does he got to make a roll or anything?
Nope, he's all
Yeah, I'm
good.
using the rope. Okay.
You're all
Alright.
good.
He's used the rope.
I just wanted to ask to make sure he's not down there just looking at us like, hey, come on.
As you all will continue on down following this path, after an hour, it's starting to get closer to, being late afternoon with how you've been traveling all day. And now you follow this path. Oh, hold on one moment. There we go. I'm going to take you to the new map. As you all come across what is very, very well known throughout the continent of Lodrienth, as it is known to be the ground zero for the Falling Stars calamity, where many, many craters are scattered across the continent. And you've come across one of them. This crater is massive in size. This map isn't truly what to scale how big this crater is. This crater is at least 3/4 of a mile wide. It's ginormous. It's deep. You can see the pure impact that whatever hit this land, it killed a lot of living creatures. You feel this sense of a blessing to be alive, if you are. But at this time, you don't see any out of the ordinary activity, but the trail of that you've been following, it begins to die off near the bottom of the crater.
How far away are we from the hole?
You're
Like the edges of it?
We'll say you're about 300 feet from it.
Okay, so we're a football field away. Perception check for people and things around by. I'm gonna stop as well. I'm not walking any further. A perception check. All right, come on, Moros. 9. Not a great roll there. That's okay. Law of probabilities had some hot rolls tonight.
We're tiny. Teeny little tiny bit.
What you
Moros takes a knee and is kind of looking around, scanning the surroundings.
you see a bunch of trees, and a giant fucking hole.
He looks at Lloyd, and
We need to be a bit bigger.
Lloyd, do you see anything, perhaps? Any of the undead or goblins? What about you, Korus? Do you see anything?
I don't think I do.
I barely see myself right now. I feel very small for some reason.
I see nothing.
Let's find out. Yeah, if this
That was
thing's
my subtle cue for you guys to also perception check, because I can't see
if
shit.
this thing is 3/4 of a mile, we should only be probably 3/4 our original size, but not this small.
That's okay. Either way, semantics.
Yeah, because I just can barely see myself. 23.
20.
Deep down in this crater, you can see a small opening in the earth that could lead inside of the crust of the very earth. This is where the trail fades off into, that no one could notice before because of the sheer scale of this crater.
He doesn't see any people, though, right? He doesn't see living things.
Nothing living that
Or
you see,
undead,
or
rather.
or undead.
Let me correct myself before you're no, you don't see any living things, and then there's
gonna get
fucking
the-
50 undead in the crater.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to here, and then as I'm creeping up, I'm gonna start stealthing. That's a 12.
I'm gonna stealth as well.
Oh, yeah, and you have plate. God, we are We are not a stealthy party.
Yep, nope, that's a cling, 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 cling as Moros approaches. His fucking plate mail's just banging on each other. He's not... He's crouched, he's trying to stealth, and every once in a while you guys hear like a chink, a ding, a bing, and you turn around and look at him, and you see him just whisper, "I'm sorry."
Take off the other great sword. It's hitting your ass every time you take a step.
I can't hear you, you'll have to speak a little louder. The armor's clinking too much, I can't hear you.
I mime great sword, point to my back, and then I mime putting it on the ground. And then I mime hitting my leg and point at you.
I'm not going to take the great sword out and smack you with it. Keep moving.
You know what? The boy's dumb. We just have to accept that.
Moros
He looks
doesn't
in-
hear you. He
he
keeps
looks-
hearing the clinging and clanging.
He looks into the pit.
Cling, clang, cling, clang. Moros also looks into the pit.
Do either of you have dark vision?
I do.
Yes.
I
You
do.
I
see
have
in
60 feet of dark
scales
vision.
of black and white, you can see a tunnel going deeper and deeper into the crust of the earth.
Korus,
Well,
can you see that?
the big ass tunnel.
Yes.
Are you ready to
tunnel.
go to the You ready to go to the Underdark?
I'll admit it's not on my bucket list of things to do, considering there's not a lot of, green down there.
Me either.
But if we're to find the source of this necromancer and where the goblins are going, we need to go down there. Lloyd, do you have any suggestions? Perhaps any advice for someone who's never
I'm.
been in the Underdark, in case you have?
Do
I
I
have
see
not been in
this?
the
Do we
Underdark.
see whatever this is?
Excellent.
No, this is just for
Unfamiliar
me
territory to us
right now.
Okay.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh. Time
Korus,
to
have you been to the
slide into the
Underdark
pit.
before?
Nope.
Shh.
He's watching him like surf skateboard slide down the fucking side of the thing. It looks sick as fuck. As he like slides down to the fucking center. Alright, I'll admit that was pretty cool. And then Moros tries to do the same thing.
Does he succeed?
No. I won't even roll for it. Moros he's getting the hang of it. He's got it down pretty good, and then right before he gets to the bottom, there's a fucking stone, like a pebble, just big enough, like a baseball size, just big enough, and his fucking left foot catches it, and you see him go end over and
Fucking collides into Korus, sends us both down the fucking hole.
Dude, oh god, I was the worst person to hit.
you just hear a voice trailing off as it enters the hole.
You stupid son of a bitch.
Lloyd, find us in the cave.
All right.
As you all crash and fall down this hole, you eventually emerge in an underground cavern that has its own underground river. You can see mushroom life everywhere.
As we're falling.
But in shades of black and white, you can't see across the other side of the river. It just fades off about halfway across for those of you, because I believe it's only 60 feet.
Ooh, a river.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh my ribs.
I see absolutely nothing.
The boy crushed my ribs.
You hear something, Korus. You hear like, and then you feel like movement underneath your body.
Oh. Let me just lay here for a bit. Catch my breath. Oh, I think you broke a rib.
Do you like sit up?
Oh.
See, no, he just fucking flops off me to the side.
Oh.
You like roll off, and as you roll off, you hear somebody getting their breath, and there's like there's almost like a stickiness after you like fall over. Moros is like,
Oh.
think I broke an antler. Moros
You
starts
broke
touching
a
up on his
rib.
head. Oh, thank God I didn't break an antler.
Oh, it's been a while since I've had a set of rib. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Where's Lloyd?
Lloyd's
Lord,
crawling down the sides.
Look,
You guys okay?
he can't,
He comes down and he sees a fucking rib sticking out of Korus'
he
side.
can't see shit.
Oh,
He
yeah,
can't
that's
see shit. He's blind. He's climbing down and he can't see a fucking thing.
You guys okay?
I'll be okay.
Just like push the rib back inside my body.
All right, now where are
Moros
you?
sees it. Oh, God, what the... By the wild mother, man, that's disgusting. Lloyd, can you see anything from over there?
I
Moros
can
says,
see
no,
my
you can't
hand
see.
if I put it close to my face.
All right, hold
Oh,
on. Give me
you're
a second.
blind down here. Perhaps a torch will help.
Here, and I hand him a torch, and then I pull out the tinderbox, and I realize I'm still holding the torch because he can't see it, so I shove it into his hand,
What is this?
and then it's a torch, and I hand him the tinderbox. This is the tinderbox. Do fire magic.
What?
Strike a goddamn match, boy.
Strike the match, man.
By the
What
way,
the
Korus
hell?
weighs 100 pounds.
Oh, yeah, you're light as fuck. I could throw you.
Look at this place.
Zach,
It
can you
is-
describe what he sees?
We saw the mushrooms and shit.
Oh, just more. Oh, okay. I thought there was like more. Okay. We see the mushrooms and the underground river.
Actually, there
and
is
all that
something
stuff.
you do see.
Okay.
Now with
You
light.
see a worm-like creature emerge from the water and kind of like slither back in underneath. And it is attacking some sort of mammal on the opposite side right over here. It eats it and continues to go downstream.
Was it okay? I'm just gonna ask real quick. Do I get the vibe that was natural, like of nature?
Oh yeah, that was definitely natural. It's the circle
Alright,
of
I'm
life,
not
baby.
even phased by it. I'm just like, oh yeah, cool. Moros is just like nodding.
Nope. I skitter away from the riverbank. Nope.
It's the circle of life, Korus. Nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, well, the circle of life is fucking terrifying.
Is there another set of tracks down here or anything like that? Can I do a quick survival check to see if I can find tracks from the goblins?
Do a perception
came down
check
here.
for me, actually.
Perception check?
Yeah, do a perception check for me. You hear a commotion going on the other side of the river, but you can't see what this commotion is. You can hear the sounds of like squelching and a constant humming sound. It goes.
Okay. I put my hand up to like signal the other two to listen. I point in the direction of the squelching and the humming, and I say, very quietly in a very hushed tone, that's where our trail goes.
No. Towards the squelching and the humming. Fuck.
I'm going to go ahead and very quickly, I'm going to put away my greatsword in favor of a javelin as a melee weapon and pull out my shield to increase my AC to 18.
Alright.
I feel like that would be more suitable in case there's a pack or a big group of bad guys down here, and then after that I'm going to go back to following the trail. Can we roll stealth checks though, just in case?
Yes,
Yes,
that is
you
what
can
I'm
roll stealth
doing as I'm
checks.
approaching the squelch and humming.
don't think I'll be
it's a
very
good one.
stealthy.
Which it's coming from this direction, by the way.
Please. 10. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. 10's average.
I'm just staring at my party, realizing I have the most unstealthy companions.
I'm gonna be at the back.
I admit,
Considering
light,
I'm
my
in
guy.
fucking chainmail.
You are fucked. You are. Oh, we all have to roll at disadvantage because we're lit up,
Oh, he's got the torch, son of a bitch.
and you're wearing plate armor, so we are super unstealthy now.
5. 5. That's. Oh. Alright, well. We definitely didn't succeed that stealth check, but we're approaching it nonetheless. We're going toward. We don't know we're not being stealthy.
I'm hiding. I'm hiding. You don't
Korus.
see me.
You suddenly
Oh, no.
I'm
feel
at the
something penetrate your mind. An unwanted connection.
Oh,
Are
fuck.
you food? I'm so hungry.
Oh, I don't fucking like that. Well, answer
No,
them. It's rude if you don't answer.
Not food.
Come closer.
I
No.
think I'm okay.
I won't bite.
Bullshit.
I
Korus, who the hell are you talking
promise.
You're a liar.
Lloyd, who the hell is he talking to?
Have you come seeking knowledge?
Yes.
Are we on a different map, by the way? Or are we still on the crater map?
Should be on a different.
We're on a.
I'm on the crater still.
Refresh your page, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Sorry. Continue though.
Where? What happened to the goblins?
Goblins are not here.
Are you the one who made them not here?
No. But I know
Are
who
you the one who?
did.
Did you bring them here?
No. Someone unwanted did.
Are you friends with the octopus man?
Octopus man? What do you mean?
The man with the face tentacles, the necromancer man, or well, possibly necromancer man. We don't actually know yet. He murdered a dude inside a city.
Oh. I see. You're talking about them.
And then you
Them?
see, turning the corner around one of the mushrooms, a small crawling brain with 4 legs.
Oh fuck! Oh, that's a brain! That's a brain! That's a brain! Immediately backpedaling.
Don't be afraid.
That brain has legs. That brain has legs. That brain is talking to me. What the fuck?
If you come closer, I can give you more knowledge.
I think I'm good. I don't know. You know what, a talking brain? I think that's enough for me. You know what I think, guys? I think we go home. I think we figured out enough. I think we just head on back.
Can I do something real quick?
You absolutely can. Excuse me.
Yeah, I throw my javelin at the brain.
Oh
Yeet.
god. Oh god.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I'm doing this because this is what Moros Omenborn would do.
Yep.
This
No,
is
you're
what the
fine.
Oath of the Ancients tenants say he has to do. That thing is not fucking natural, and he knows that
It's
motherfucker
not
is not
natural
friendly.
for fucking
Especially
sure.
with how Korus is reacting, like, oh, I don't want any knowledge from you, so get away from me. He can see him reacting very poorly, so he's gonna fucking throw that bitch.
This is an
right.
abomination if you've ever seen one.
As I do it, I'm casting a spell. I'm using Ensnaring Strike, so if it hits, he has to do a, if this hits, the target is you have to make a strength save against my spell DC and an additional D6 of piercing damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw my javelin real quick. Yeah. 21.
Hits. Roll me damage.
7 plus an additional d6. So that's 11 points of damage, and then he needs to do a Constitution save. Or not Constitution, Strength save, sorry.
A natural 20 is an automatic success.
Alright, so he succeeds. He's not ensnared, but I definitely hit that motherfucker with a big-ass javelin. I still got my shield out. I'm pulling out another javelin from my, rack quiver thing on my back.
Okay, so now we are going to enter combat. For sure. Definitely, you were very aggressive towards this creature. Oh, hold on. I need to clear the entire combat. So make sure if you rolled, I'll manually.
He got a 21, I got a 13.
Yeah, I'll just reroll it, but
I'll
keep
change
my
it
other
to
one.
21, of course.
I swear to God.
Lloyd, if you want to roll your initiative, sir.
Bruh, it's on 19.
Bruh. Alright, Korus, you are up.
Nope. And what do we do to things that we say nope about? We throw our axes at them. 15.
15 hits.
12 damage.
What the
12?
Yeah, it doesn't count in my thrown weapon fighting, which adds a plus 2 to
yes,
thrown damage.
because I forget you got to cast it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this is enough to kill the creature, so describe to me how this attack looks like as you kill it.
The javelin pierces into its side, and as Moros throws that, Korus throws his cleaver at it, kind of like just behind it, and the cleaver hits, or the javelin hits, and then the cleaver hits the base of the javelin, splitting it down the middle and cleaving straight through the fucking the brain.
As you see, the brain goes
so
entirely limp.
I start the wound and you fucking cleave through it. Sick.
Yeah.
Why are you guys throwing your weapons?
The brain that has legs.
Brain?
There's a brain that has legs. It's now split in half along with your javelin. Sorry about that, Moros.
What the fuck is that?
Now you see why I was so scared and freaked out when it rounded the corner and I almost cried.
Zach, I want to identify the creature. Can I? Would that be survival?
That would be survival.
Or not necessarily.
Or
I may not be able to identify it. I'm going to try and identify what the creature may be, the source of it, what kind of creature it is, anything natural about it, that kind of stuff. Anything I can discern from the creature. So you said nature or survival?
Let's do nature.
All right. 11.
An 11. Moros, this is something unlike you've ever seen before. It's definitely natural. It's made of natural, organic material. But this is very alien to you in a sense.
So it's of flesh, but not natural to this world.
Correct.
Okay. I turn to my party members and I repeat that exact same thing. As I reach down and I once again take the gauntlet off of my hands and I touch the creature with my
do you want to really
skin.
touch? Oh, you are crazy.
I touch the fucking brain. I fucking touch it with my hand.
As you touch
as I am investigating it.
When you touch it, you see a clear fluid with like this pink tint begin to flush out of the brain. And you see it's like coming out of certain like the lining, the ventricles of the brain. And you can just, it's a sopping, disgusting, wet, moist mess.
I'm going to take some of the brain goo with a little test beaker. I'm going to stick the test beaker right into that little, like, I guess, gland that's protruding it and just get a small sample of it, like an essence of it. And then cork the beaker, tell my party members, clearly this creature is of the flesh, but it is not of this world. Whatever thing this came from or where it came from, we need to find it. Perhaps further down towards wherever the tunnel leads. Have either of you seen anything like this before? This is beyond anything I've seen.
Oh, goddamn brain with legs. Fuck no, I ain't never
Yeah,
seen a fucking
never.
brain
What
with
the
legs.
fuck? This thing is grotesque. Disgusting.
I'm gonna attempt to Zach. I'm gonna do you the I'm gonna do the honors of being the first person to say I want to take pieces of this creature.
You already did, and I posted it in the chat. You took its brain fluid, and you put it in a vial. You didn't even have to make a check. You did it on your own, which was kind of cool. So I posted what it does in the chat.
Oh,
Now,
is that
Moros
the
doesn't know.
VTT chat?
Yeah, no, it is in the Forge D20 general channel for Discord.
Oh,
but I'll
I'm
post it
saying
in there,
beyond
too.
that, just in case there's anything else beyond that. I'm like fucking taking its. If it's got eyeballs, I'm taking its eyeballs.
Roll me a
I'm gonna try to.
survival or Arcana check, your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna roll survival. That's a 9, not that great, but I did get the fluid, so that's okay.
You did. By the way, nah, I'll let you find out.
Okay, so screenshot this. The fluid is useful to alchemists, blah blah. As an action, a creature may drink it to. If you fail, you become stunned. On a success, you learn the identity of who the intellect devourer used to be. Oh! Moros doesn't know that, though.
Yes, he doesn't.
So I just keep... Okay, Moros doesn't know that. I know that. I can separate that. I keep the vial of stuff. I don't get anything else from the creature's corpse. I take it.
Well, to cover
keep
our
moving
tail,
down.
I'm gonna throw it into the fucking water. Into the...
Yeah. Good idea,
Wait,
Lloyd.
before you do that, oh god.
And you see the snake creature come up, crunch right into this brain.
See? The evidence is taken care of now. Good idea,
Yeah,
Lloyd.
but what's to say this the worm snake thing isn't gonna, decide, hey, those things feed us. Let's follow them.
I assure you, if that happens, I will merely speak to them. I will convince them that we are of no harm, and if that doesn't work, then I will kill them.
I don't know about you, but big worm things are usually pretty strong.
I've got the feeling at some point in maybe a past life or something, I fought big worm things before.
Well, if it gets a taste for those things and there's more, it'll start eating them.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, we could feed them, and maybe they'll fight on our side later. Who knows? Maybe one of us will fall in the water, and it'll be like, oh my god, the guy who fed me. He doesn't have food, I'll eat him. Or he'll say, he did feed me earlier, let me push him back on the shore.
I've encountered you have a special connection with wild animals. You can speak to them as part of the party who cannot do that. And having grown up near a bunch of psychotic sea creatures, feeding them doesn't usually end up being a good thing.
You could see his pointer finger and his thumb are like around his chin, kind of stroking his chin for a second. He nods. You make a good point, yes. In that case, I'll walk near the water if anyone needs to, and let's try not to feed the things.
Good to me.
We'll take that advice into account. After you, Korus, he says as we keep moving.
Oh god, now I gotta fucking find more brain things. God damn it. Oh fuck.
Alright, now I'm just keeping my javelin out at my side and my shield at my side and walking, because we got major
You mean your other javelin?
Yeah, a
The
new
splinters
javelin.
of your
Yeah, I have to mark that down.
javelin.
I don't have 5 javelins anymore. I've got 4.
Chorus. As you're walking by this rock,
Oh,
something
no.
instantly jumps onto your face.
No, god!
It is one of the brains. It is going
Hey,
to...
Zach.
Yes.
I don't have a brain. What does it do? I don't have organs.
We'll find out. It doesn't know you don't have a brain, but it sees something walking.
Yeah, I just thought of that. I don't have organs. Does it still, is it still able to devour my intellect?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, brother. We'll try.
Oh, wait, I have a mask on.
He
It's
rolled
fine.
a 19 for his claw attack. 5 points of slashing damage, and then I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
It rolled a 19. No, it doesn't hit. I'm shielding that.
Oh, you're shielding that? Okay. It does get to try to devour intellect, so go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw.
All right. Ooh. 14.
14. So that is a success. Nothing happens. It is just on your face, and it's unsettling.
This thing is just sitting on my mask. Get it off.
I'm gonna run up and try to stab the Interlect Devourer off of him.
Okay.
Alright. 13.
13 hits.
8 piercing damage.
All right, 8 piercing damage. As you pierce the brain, and it goes straight through, but it's still trying to claw at Korus.
I'm gonna fucking stumble backwards, actually, is probably the direction I'm going.
Can I have, like, taken the javelin and shoved it into the creature and, like, pierced it into the fucking wall, like the cave wall behind him? Oh, wait, no, that's not a wall.
It goes
that's
down.
The river,
It's
sorry.
cliff,
Okay,
yeah.
so I stab it, and then the spear comes back out, sorry. Alright, I just stab it, pull it back out.
Also, you would have to go through my head out the other side. Oh god.
It wouldn't kill you, I don't think. Be a cool
We'll
kebab,
find
though.
out.
We'd rename you from Korus to Bobby Kababi.
I'm scratching
Lloyd,
at it.
do you want to try to help him?
Face.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to rip that thing off his face
How are you going to try to do that?
with an athletics. I'm gonna grapple it.
Alright.
Grab it and pull
He's
him
gonna
off.
grab onto his face now. He grabs it off, and
Okay,
it's just gonna turn
okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Strength or athletics?
Whichever. It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. You're able to get this thing off of Korus's face, and you see it moving its legs, and you can hear it making squeaking and clicking sounds. And then
I'm gonna throw it in the fucking water.
Wait.
kerplunk, as you then hear something emerge from the water as it comes, whoom, completely devours it, and then goes back under the water.
Amazing.
What the fuck?
Oh. Did
See,
it talk
Korus?
to you? Did it talk to you? As I'm looking directly at Lloyd. When he grabbed it.
Talk.
Did it speak to you?
Talk.
Yeah,
It
the other one.
screamed.
The other one spoke to me. It spoke words. It spoke common.
I don't want to stay here for too long. I want to see if we can, I don't know, find whatever we need to find, jot down whatever we need to jot, and then dip out.
Oh no.
You see two more on the
Guys?
other side looking straight at you guys.
I don't think we can run.
It begins to penetrate each of your minds.
And there's only 2 of them.
They're telepathically speaking with you, sir.
So they're telepathically speaking with all of us.
Yes.
I thought you were like, I thought it was like some kind of spell to penetrate our minds. I was like, wait a second here.
No.
Mm-mm.
Wait a second. Go ahead.
You seek to steal the knowledge here. Go away, or I will feed you to my master.
Is your master the one who made the goblins undead?
No, the defector is not my master.
Is the defector the octopus man?
My masters all look like octopus men. This isn't very clear.
I'm sorry, what?
All of my masters
There's more of them.
are quote-unquote octopus men.
The octopus man is one of many. He is a defector. One, unlike the rest. If we keep going, we're going to unleash a fucking hive. He's like whispering this in Korus' ear.
Moros? You're not helping. Please stop. You're making this so much worse.
We need to leave.
I don't
Will
think
you
they're
allow
gonna
us to
let
leave?
Wait,
If you can help
What
us
is that?
crack the knowledge.
Is the knowledge the purple floaty orb behind you?
You see that the orb that is very crystalline clear with the purple light inside of it, it is not very luminescent. It's actually turned off. But with the torchlight, you can see the glimmer of the crystal ball.
Yes, it contains so much knowledge. We could use it.
You
Give us
Leave.
wait,
give us
yeah,
10
let's huddle
seconds
for
to
a moment.
deliberate
Huddle.
among our group. All right. Hey, no telepathy. That's cheating.
He turns around and says that. No telepathy, that's cheating.
They go back to the crystal ball they're clawing at it.
Guys, I don't think we can let them have that. If that will let them, quote unquote, leave, doesn't that just make them stronger?
Yes, I believe so. I have a great idea, though.
Is it murder them both and take the knowledge for ourselves?
Well, we're going to do it in a sneaky about manner. We're going to bring the ball closer to the river's edge here. And then you two are going to grab them while I'm deciphering and then throw them in the water.
I think you are vastly overestimating my strength, but okay.
Then I will do it.
Moros suggests something. We have a few options. They need help. There's more of them further in. We've already gathered a lot of information. We could just turn tail and run. We can outrun two of those things. And if they pursue us, we can kill them and then take the knowledge. Or
Are you sure
we can
we
follow
outrun
Lloyd's
them?
plan. Let them follow us across that water. I don't think they'd like that.
Who says they can't teleport? I can teleport. What stops them from their brains with legs? I don't know how they move. Like,
Wouldn't they
what-
teleport straight to your face if they could teleport?
I mean, maybe they can't like grab onto
Wouldn't-
things immediately after they teleported, but maybe they can like bamf out and then hit. I don't know how teleportation works. Okay, I turned into a fucking mist.
Well, the group vote. We go over there and we kill them or we leave. One or the other. I personally vote kill them.
Kill them
I
and
mean,
take
yes,
the orb.
I was thinking kill them and take the orb. Yeah.
All right, we're in agreement. Kill them and take
However-
the orb. All right,
Also-
Lloyd, you could...
I don't think we tell anyone in the town about the orb yet.
Yeah, no, we tell
don't
no
know
one
who
about
we
the
can
orb.
trust.
We tell no one about the orb. I'm in agreement on that. Let's get the orb first, though.
Is that good with
Lloyd.
you, Lloyd?
That is fine with me. I am in agreement with this plan. We need to get that thing away from them.
You're the man with the plan, Lloyd. You, or maybe Korus, since you've already spoken to them, one of you two speak with them. Get the orb close enough to us that I can grab one or both of them and throw them both in. I'm quite strong.
All right, well, we're gonna have to cross the water here.
Can't we just get them to bring it over here?
Yeah, let them come over here. I'm not
I
crossing
don't
the
think
water with
they're
that
big
thing
enough
in
to
the water.
lift it. They're very
Tell
small.
them throw it over here.
Hey, can you all lift the knowledge?
Too heavy.
He sticks his head out of the huddle. We're all like
They
huddled
said
up with
it's
our
too
arms over
heavy.
here. He sticks his head up.
They said it's too heavy.
Yes, I heard them. It was in my brain.
Oh, yeah,
Can-
that's right. Yeah,
Can you roll it here? Or is it still too heavy?
Can it
Too
float here?
heavy.
All right, I guess we gotta jump across, guys.
Make choice.
So you want... How
All right,
deep is the water?
You're going to have to wait first because we're going to have to cross over.
All right. Well, here we go.
Acrobatics check if you're going to jump over.
Well, hold on.
Or athletics, your choice.
I'm going to go with athletics.
Do. Oh, 5. Oh no, 24. No, 5.
E-
20?
Something comes flying out of the water, Korus, and
Oh god!
is going to try to attack you.
Bamf.
It's going to try to bite you on the way out. It rolled a 13, so you just get out of the way, rolling out of the way of this giant worm-like creature as it goes back under the water.
God. Oh, told you. Scary. Sea creature's bad. All right, well, just wait for our friend, and,
I already made it across, sorry. I just haven't moved my piece. I rolled a 20.
He did.
Help us tap into
Tell
the
them to bring it.
knowledge.
Tell them to bring it over here. Tell them. No. Tell them to bring it over here,
can't move
Tots.
it. They can't move it.
Oh,
They're
they can't
too
move it.
small.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me just.
Hold on. I will
I'm gonna walk up on
tap
one.
into the knowledge. Just don't try to latch onto my body, please.
I'm at it right now. Can I see if I can move it?
You can try to grab it, certainly.
I'll touch it. I'll touch it first.
You touch it, and you feel a very powerful yet dense amount of arcane energy, and all you hear is a very soft voice. Help.
All right. Well, as I hear this, I'm gonna pull my hand back.
Do you, I look at it, at the brains, very hesitant to touch them. Do you need me to, do the knowledge thing?
Yes.
All right. Can I try to move it now? Will
You
it
can.
move from its spot?
It's about, you could fit it in the palm of your hand
I don't,
if you wanted to try to pick
why
it
do
up.
you,
I put
All
my
right.
shield
Why do you
away and my
talk?
javelin away, and I grab my greatsword. But I'm just putting them. I'm just pulling the greatsword out, putting the spear and the shield away.
Okay.
why do you all talk like this?
It is the only way we can communicate. Psychic
Why can you
connection.
talk at all? How are you alive?
I don't know. I remember waking up, being birthed from a tube filled with liquid, and I was told to serve my masters.
So you're a literal test tube baby, okay. Wow, I didn't know they were still doing that. Oh, hey, Lloyd, how's the deciphering going? Do you need help over there? Please say you need help.
It's going quite well.
Oh no. Oh.
I haven't done
So-
shit. I just have it in the palm of my hand. I'm gonna move it.
I'm gonna do an insight check real quick on the intellect devourers, the brains,
What are
the
you
four-legged
trying
ones.
to gain insight from them for?
So the insight check is more so I'm checking their body language and I'm checking how maybe the two are moving and communicating with each other. They have those little like tiny tentacles that come off their heads and shit, just going off of what I remember from Baldur's Gate visually. And I'm gonna go ahead and just try to see if they're acting aggressive towards Loyd, myself, or Korus at all. I just want to see if they look like they're ready to strike, because if they're ready to strike, I'm going.
Okay.
20.
They're clearly
Damn, Moros Omen
growing.
Born, let's go.
They're growing very impatient, and if you don't hurry up and unlock this knowledge for them, they will definitely strike.
Okay. I'm gonna give it about one more little thing from him, and then I'm gonna start smashing.
Just a minute.
Just
I don't know if I could last a minute. These things are fucking creepy.
I'm gonna look you guys in your eyes, and I'm gonna look it down at the brains.
I attack.
Smash.
As soon as he looks at me, me in the eye, and looks at the brain, I go to attack.
Y'all
I'm
get a
gonna go ahead
surprise
and-
round.
I
Y'all can get a
attack.
surprise
I
round
am
on them for sure.
Hexblade's cursing the one in front of me, and then I am swinging with my bonus action. My main action, I'm swinging my hand axe down. Oh, that's a 12.
16, 12, both hit.
All right. Terrible damage. 9.
I am two-handing my longsword.
Okay.
Swing, Moros.
13 points of damage. Okay.
Which are both of them alive?
They are both still alive, yes.
Hold on, I'm trying to... Where is it?
I figure you would just go for the one in front of you.
Psionic Strike.
I'm arguing in my head whether I should try to grab them both and throw them both into the water, or grab one and then grab it by the ankles and throttle it. I was thinking of Hulk smashing the motherfucker like he's Loki.
Alright, I deal an additional 9 damage.
Oh, what?
An additional 9 damage.
He psychic damaged it.
Oh shit. Yeah, how do you want to kill that one?
Well, as I look towards Moros and Korus here, I put my other hand on my
Oh no, I missed this step.
on my handle.
I don't.
And while the intellect, the brains are distracted, I slam my sword down on top of this one, noticing as I slice into it, it's not completely dead. I channel my psychic energy within my blade and cause it to blow up, pretty much.
As you see chunks of brain and like claw pieces go bursting everywhere all over you, Moros and Korus, and Loyd as well.
Alright, I'm bringing the great sword down on the final living mind flayer.
So now, because everyone got their surprise round, we got.
I didn't get to go. I didn't get to go.
Yeah, he
I didn't
didn't
get
do
to
his thing.
Okay.
I was letting them both
Noted.
attack. Even though I spoke first.
That is correct.
20 again.
Yes, that hits.
Alright.
Gotta roll
11.
You rolled just what you needed. How do you kill this one?
So as soon as Loyd locks eyes, as soon as he looks from the crystal ball to me, not even when he looks down at the thing, as soon as he just looks at me, I reach back, grab the great sword, and I bring it up. And as I'm bringing it up, Korus and him both attack. They're quicker on the draw than him. But with a powerful two-handed swing, I fucking dice that motherfucker clean in two vertically, just swink like a slice of bread right off the loaf. It sits there for a second, you see it jump, like a movement to it, and then it just slides apart and falls.
Nice. And as this all happens...
I'm gonna pocket this fucking thing.
Oh, before you even try to pocket it, you see the the crystal ball begins to glow purple and begins to float on its own. You can see a cloud swirling inside of this crystal orb.
Oh, thank you for saving me. I greatly appreciate it.
I don't. Why is the fucking orb speaking now? God damn it.
You're the one who asked for help. What are you?
Yes. Oh, well, my name is Echo 231784, Arcanofficial Intelligence. Who are you?
Kill it too.
Why were you down here in the first place?
Oh,
I'm gonna pick up this brain and I'm gonna stick it in my bag, by the way.
Ooh, okay.
Hole.
I've been down here a long time in the Underdark. Since the Falling Stars.
The hell is that? The falling stars.
You've never heard of the Falling Stars calamity.
You don't know about the... What kind of education did you receive?
I know two things. Monsters and how to hunt them. Anything else, not really in my realm of speciality. Or education, as you say. Speaking of, Moros looks at Loyd. Do you want me to kill it? And he has his great sword pointed at it.
No, hold on.
No.
Wait, please don't kill me.
If this is a relic from the era of the falling stars, it's... I mean, it might contain, as the brain said, great knowledge.
So don't kill it.
What?
Okay. Slowly puts the great sword away.
Where are you from?
Oh, I am from a place called Atherelius. Have you heard? Probably not, I would imagine. It existed long before your time.
Then you came from the heavens. Are you a celestial?
Oh no, I was created by somebody. I am an invention. I've been granted life. In a way.
if you could see past the mask, you would just see, and if he had any, facial expressions, you would see this like questioning everything he knows about reality.
In the meantime, we need to get you
Do
out
you
of
have any
here.
questions?
Not particularly, but we should get out of here because those brains and those
More of them will be coming.
octopus
Do you want to ride
men.
in my
Oh,
backpack?
do you mean the Mind Flayers?
Is that what they're called?
Yes. Back in the era before the Falling Stars, we called them Mind Flayers.
Mind flayers.
Here,
An odd
you
name.
can ride in my backpack. Oh.
You can
I'm gonna-
actually. I will pocket him still.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's palm sized. I was for some reason thinking he was much bigger than that.
He's kind of peeking out your pocket.
Yeah, I was like picturing like the size of like a child's head, and he would just like be like hovering, slightly poking out of the like my backpack top. Because I was looking at her character model, I was like, I don't know. I think Moros is the only one who, besides Korus, has a backpack.
Yeah, I
Alright,
don't
yeah.
want that fucking thing. I'm just walking around checking the perimeter, making sure none of the other ones are coming as you guys are talking to it.
Hey, the big snake might try to bite me again.
I'll throw you across. It's simple.
All right, fuck it.
I'm going to toss Korus and the ball across.
No, I have the
Very-
ball in my pocket.
Yeah, it's in his
Oh,
pocket.
he has the ball.
in the
Okay,
pocket. Yeah, he has the
I
ball.
throw Korus across.
Whee!
I'm going to. What would this be? Athletics? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
most definitely.
Alright, athletics. That's a 21.
You successfully toss him across.
Fastball
Acrobatics
special.
to see if he
As
lands.
We look like-
flying
we look
through
like-
midair, it looks like just right before it's about to get fucking Korus. But you chucked him with enough force that the snake completely misses and hits the rock on the other side, its mouth.
And perfectly blocked by the snake. Sadly, you miss Korus's awesome front flip into land on toes. Perfect gymnast, arms out at straight up. Finish.
Do a double
As he
backflip out of a
lands on the
tree.
other side.
Fuck you, Raph.
Hey guys, did you see that front flip? That was so cool.
Your life was in danger. Why would we care about your front flip?
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
I landed that beautifully. Why wouldn't you care about? Oh, I feel I'm hurt.
Well,
Moros looks
I'm
at
gonna
Lloyd.
sure. I'm gonna grab
Moros
the other
looks at
brain.
Lloyd, and
Oh,
As
I
he
have
looks
it in
at
my- I have
Lloyd-
it in my bag.
Moros says to Lloyd, "Shall I throw
Oh.
you as well?"
Yeah, he this one with me.
No, I can make my way across.
You see the snake goes off down the stream as if it's given up on trying to eat you guys. A defeated look on its face. As you get
Is it 12
across this-
fine?
Yeah, you're fine. It was
24.
defeated and ran away.
24
get-
for me to get across.
Either of you bastards.
I definitely get there. All right.
That
So,
snake was an asshole.
where are you taking me?
Well, you're gonna be traveling with us from now on.
What was your name again?
Oh, my name is Echo 231784.
Okay, we'll just call you Echo for short.
I like it. My master used to call me that.
Echo.
Your master is about as creative as me. Echo, we're gonna take you to a city named Polaria, but it's probably best that you stay hidden.
At all
Can you-
times.
I mean, I don't know about old times. Maybe when we're like behind
Within
closed doors, you should
Polaria?
be fine.
Absolutely stay hidden.
Oh yeah, the what did you call them? Flayers? There was one of those octopus men. I'm just gonna keep calling them octopus men. There was one out inside Polaria.
Oh,
The defector.
Well, we don't know if it was the defector. We just know,
the defector. I've never heard of such a name.
yeah, the little brains talked about him. Seems to be a
Interesting.
necromancer.
Necromancer.
Moros, do you remember the way back?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna be real. This crater,
Not a
everything looks
question.
exactly the same.
This way. Moros just instantly, he knows where they came from. That's easy.
Question, Echo.
Yes,
What was your purpose?
my purpose. Well, for many years I did a lot of menial tasks for my master to make it easier on him. He was a traveler. He traveled across the realm of Nakathis. You might know it now as Nakathis. I have come across a couple of surface dwellers in my days roaming the Underdark.
Oh, you haven't been stuck there for millennia and a half.
No. But,
I just thought you couldn't move.
no, I can move. You see? He floats out of Lloyd's pocket. Oh, where's this river map? There it is.
What do you know about
Make me big again.
necromancers?
I'm smaller than them. I'm bigger than Lloyd. Make me big again.
Well,
I'm bigger than Lloyd.
necromancy, some associated with, some of the more scarier monsters. I don't know if you guys have encountered any before, but liches are definitely very powerful necromancers who are often portrayed as evil.
Let's go.
But necromancy in our time was actually embraced. Magic was taught to everybody. Didn't matter if it was
Oh,
viewed as evil or if it was viewed as good. It was knowledge. Knowledge was the currency of Etherelius. It was ruled by many wizards, smart and powerful ones.
were you the star?
Oh no, I am not. No. Actually, I don't know what caused the stars to fall. I wish I could help you with that information. I've actually been trying to look into it myself.
So weird.
Oh, what was that? Did you say something?
No, I was speaking to myself. Anyone else have any questions for Echo? My brain hurts.
All I know is that the Mind Flayers want Echo, and we need to make sure that they don't get him.
And no one else
Do you
knows
have-
of him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep him a secret as long as possible. Mind Flayers, your creator, where you came from, the falling stars, the necromancer. I think we've covered most of the bases. How did you get captured by two intellect devourers?
Well, I was doing a scan of the crater, as I've been trying to do with each of the craters for years, and haven't gotten much information. But, you know, I'm the type to never give up because, well, I can not necessarily, well, die. I can't be destroyed. I mean, those things were literally clawing at me, and it didn't hurt. They couldn't break my shell.
So you didn't need rescuing at all?
Not
I
necessarily.
think he could
but-
stop them.
If they took me. I don't know how advanced the mind flayers have gotten over the years.
Where are they down there?
Oh, this is the wrong map. Oh. Nearby each of the craters, they each have a base. And then there, usually with a mind flayer, there's a hub. A hive. Where it all
I
connects.
take the scroll out of my pocket. The parchment with the rune.
Smart.
And I go, have you seen this before? What is this?
You
What
see,
does it mean and what does it do?
you see like a laser-like light shoot out on the paper like it's scanning it, and you hear, "Vrrrr," and you see it come back into the crystal ball. Ah, yes, this is a representation of each of the crater crash sites. Where did you find this?
When the defector showed up on the surface, he took some goblins that were slain by Loyd. He left this, perhaps for us to find it. We think maybe clues to where he's going next, or now that we know it's not where he's going next, it's where the craters are located. I don't know if anyone else has a map of this on the surface, but it could be useful to at least to us, because we do not have anything like this. Thank you, Echo. And he folds up the paper and puts it back in his pocket, and I'm now going to change my note to map of crater sites. Right? That's what it is, map of crater sites?
Yes, it is.
What? You said
Echo,
Korus,
one
you
last-
said these gave off necromancy. Sorry.
Yes, it did. Yeah, it gave off a necromancy as well from it.
Weird.
Necromancy. Mind flayers. That's odd, if you ask me. I'm a little taken aback and surprised. Mind flayers are known for their psychic means, not necessarily magic.
Well, Echo, one more thing, or a few more things that I need to ask you.
Yes?
Can mind flayers disguise themselves as people?
Absolutely.
All right. Last little tidbit here. Can you identify them? Can you secretly scan things?
I never had that function or protocol installed into me. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to help you identify a mind flayer, but there are signs. There are signs. I will say this, the mind flayer likes to target, well, the brain. That's why it is called a mind flayer. That's how it survives.
Echo, one final question before we potentially enter the city, and who knows what happens from there.
Yes.
The intellect of ours spoke of one as a defector.
Yes.
Why would they use such a phrase as defector from the rest? Is there some sort of conflict?
Usually
Is it
mind flayers...
unusual? Forgive me.
No, you're fine. So usually mind flayers, they're all connected by one hive mind. They're all thinking the same thing. It's like they're the same person, but multiple bodies. A defector would mean that one would have to defect from the elder brain. You see him, like, you can just feel that this thing is thinking, processing information.
Moros immediately looks at Korus and looks at Loyd.
Could the
The
defector be
defector
our ally?
could be our ally, yes. Could be leaving clues for us to find the crater. Maybe even left clues for us to maybe find Echo if he was that far out. Maybe not. But he definitely doesn't seem like he's outright working with the enemy.
No. What if... So, okay, the murders are being perpetrated by the mind flayers who are trapped here. Are they trapped here?
No,
Actually,
the murder
yes, they
that
are
was
trapped here.
perpetrated earlier.
Okay, I just assumed that they were trapped here. So yeah, the murders are probably being perpetrated by the ones who are trapped here, maybe even the defector as well, to sustain themselves. But the defector seems to actually be collecting bodies, so the defector might actually be taking the brains from the bodies of the goblins.
To make himself
No.
intellect of ours.
Well, no, I think he just eats their brains. 'Cause that's what the one did.
Ah, yes, they're left behind. He takes their brains. The necromancy would allow him to still use their husk, and he can sustain himself. Do you think he's the one that killed that man that I was accused of killing?
No, I doubt it.
You think that
mean, he
was one of
could've.
the others?
I don't know. Lloyd, I don't know if you're with me on this, but I feel like if this was like a base full of these things, the killings would be way more frequent. I don't know. What do you think, Lloyd?
Lloyd?
You're muted.
Raph?
He's muted. He's probably not. He might be talking to someone.
Well, he's
Right.
muted.
Alright, well, Lloyd seems to be stuck in his head right now. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm European. Let me find my voice again. Oh, there we go. Now, Echo. Can I, if you don't mind, could I speak to you, slightly in private?
Well, that would be fine with me.
I would ask this in front of you all, but it's kind of a personal question, and it doesn't really pertain to what we're doing.
Does it pertain to something else that you're keeping hidden? And Moros looks him right in the eyes.
Tangentially, it's more it has to do with these, and I summon the weapons, and then
Moros
I
just
make them
puts his-
disappear.
Moros puts his hands up. Fine with me then. And he just turns around. He doesn't care then.
I'm gonna
You've deflected it. You've deflected it enough. Well played.
I'm gonna
well played.
step away over here. You seem to
You
be a being of great intelligence. What do you know of a giant sea monster with blades as tall as mountains sticking out of its spine that rewards fishermen with great weapons of immense power upon catching it? Have you heard of anything like this in your... I mean, you've been here for millennia.
That is correct. I am very familiar. You have heard of the
Very.
Redwater, no?
Yeah, I've experienced the Redwater firsthand.
Ah, yes, a demigod, actually.
A demigod. Oh, so it's the Redwater isn't just you referencing the fact that the water turned red. Its name is actually the Redwater.
Well, a title. Its name... Its real name is Malik. Malik the Redwater.
Malik the Redwater. Okay. Okay.
Is there anything you seek particularly to know about Malik? I know a little bit. Not too much. But enough.
What kind of being is Malik?
Well, you see, you've kind of found yourself in a predicament. You have made an allegiance with the god of murder.
I did. I mean, I kind of figured that out. I don't know if you can quite tell, but I'm not exactly normal. I don't know how advanced you are, but I can tell you at the very least, I'm older than this city. If you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, I definitely do. I've encountered, well, not some like you. I've seen some. Well, I don't want to downplay how powerful you might be, but more powerful versions of undead creatures
Oh,
such as yourself.
I'm nothing. I'm a poor man who happened upon horrible power.
Do you seek to be free of this power?
I do.
Well, you might have to come face to face with the Redwater themselves then. You can find him off of the Azure coast. Usually. A couple miles. More like a couple of tens of miles offshore.
Is there, do you know of any other way?
Well, you have made a deal with a chaotic being.
I didn't make a fucking deal.
That's what those blades... Yeah. You can keep lying to yourself.
I didn't make a deal. The blades were given to me. Nothing was said. I was handed them. I was told this was for showing great strength and courage. There was no deal.
Tell me, do you remember what happened after you took these blades?
I remember very clearly. I have not forgotten it for a single second that I have lived. I saw every moment. Do not dare assume you know me. I asked you if you knew a way to get rid of them. I do not need you to judge me.
I do not judge, Korus. I seek to help. The way you're going to have to free yourself is you're going to have to rid this earth of the Redwater. He has plagued this realm since before the falling stars. And well, if you and your friends can get powerful enough, you'll be free.
Then we are doomed. I'm gonna turn around and start walking back to the group. Very, like, sunk. Like, I feel like physically smaller almost.
Echo just casually floats back behind. Well, it seems this group has an interesting future on their hands.
Just raises an eyebrow, looks at Korus, looks at the orb. Yes, I do wonder what future you were discussing.
Who
Moros
knows?
looks out towards the horizon. Is it day or night time currently?
It is currently, the sun is literally about to finish setting.
I'm going to get camp set up.
Are we just outside the city by now?
You're at the same area where you guys met with Moros the first time, about a quarter mile
Okay,
outside the
so about
city.
I'm setting everything up just as it was before.
You all can stay here. I'm heading back to the city.
Moros just watches as he goes.
You see
looks
two
at the
guards
orb.
standing at the gate. Korus.
I'm just gonna continue walking.
You see, actually, as you walk by, you see the guard captain. Ah, you're back. If you see your, tiefling friend, tell him I'd like to speak with him. Is everything okay? He's kind of like following behind you, and he gives a little head nod to his guards.
to fill in the extra gap.
That's just keep walking. I walk to the tavern. That's it.
Stops walking as you walk into the tavern. He sighs. Let's cut over to Moros and Loyd. Do you have anything else you guys would like to ask Echo?
Is Raph here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Did you just see all of that? As he's like putting the camp together, getting the fire started with Korus.
Not in particular. I've been in deep thought.
Well, he went with Echo here, and they went and spoke over there, and he points exactly over in the bushes they were talking. I heard the two of them talking. It sounded like they were talking politely, and then I heard raised voices, particularly of that of Korus, before he left. He seemed quite upset. You know, he's hiding something from us.
Everyone has their secrets.
Yes, but this secret is not one that I can just let abide. Besides the one that he let me in on before he went to talk with Echo, which I will leave to himself. That seems to be more personal. I have no quarrels with swords that he contains, or blades that he uses, axes. How do you feel about the undead?
I don't particularly care about the undead.
Well, Korus is not a living creature. This presents a bit of a problem.
How so?
Well, as you can see, and he kind of like takes his hands and goes from like the neck, gesturing to the rest of his body. I am a paladin. An oath of the Wild Hunt paladin. I have very specific tenets that I must follow, or my oath will be broken. And I will follow my oath. I will not break my vows. Vows that I gave to my father. I won't hurt Korus. I do not wish ill upon him. I do not know how long I'll even be traveling with him. But eventually I will have to discuss this with him, and where that conversation will lead us, I do not know. Depending on the answers he gives, we shall see. But I do not like one that keeps secrets, especially one such as this. Likely because I am a paladin, he kept it a secret, but I can be pragmatic in moments like this where the greater fate of the realm may be at stake from some sort of alien invasion, whatever the hell these things are. But if it does come to that, I do not want you to choose a side. I want you to stay out of it.
Oh, I'll definitely stay out of it. It's none of my business.
We have an understanding. Well, the camp is made up, the fire is started. I'm going to pitch the tent and I'm going to get some rest. No doubt Korus has already made his way inside the city. We'll see what he finds out in the morning. I think we should wait before we take Echo in there.
All right. Well, with that being said, as Moros and Loyd, you all take your rest with Echo. And
what day of the week is it, by the way?
it is, 1 second, it is Midsummer 16/5000. So you are on the 6th day of the 10-day week.
Okay.
Besides that, before we conclude for tonight, is there anything else anybody would like to do, or we can leave off there and come back to this next weekend?
That sounds good to me. I'm ready. We can end it here.
All right.
That's good to me.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning into this session. I want to go ahead and let you guys know, we would really appreciate if you guys can follow us on social media. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Go ahead, give us a follow. Make sure you follow here on Twitch as well to be notified of when we go live. I want to give a shout out to our patrons from Patreon. I want to thank Melanie Droz for being a patron. I love you.
Yay,
You're the
yay,
GOAT.
Melanie, yay.
Remember, if you become a patron, you get access to our Forge D20 exclusive server, and each tier gives you a couple of different benefits, so make sure you guys check that out down below. And, well, we'll see you guys for the next episode. Deuces.
Thank you. Bye-bye.